Y'all, let's go through the crossband configuration. So our standard configuration would be placing the band in the right hand under the right foot. We're all going to start with the band in the right hand, reaching across the midline and placing it onto your left foot. Under the arch, hold the strap and trace around your foot again. And our big detail would be keeping your right leg long and out and under the band. Sometimes I see students wanting to bring the leg in to place the left-handed band onto the right foot. You want to keep your right leg out long. Under the arch and around your foot again. Let's get my bands flat here. Here we go. I'm going to do it again. Starting over. I always start band in my right hand. I'm coming on the right side, going on to my left foot. Under the arch, around the foot again. Taking the band from the left end cap on my left hand, going on top of my right foot. So this configuration tries to get the legs to close up. And try to do your best to keep a gap between your feet. You know, don't let your feet touch. Maybe a gap between your knees. Yeah, we'll start there. Okay, I like to start off in a cat-cow spine. I'm gonna rock on my sit bones, take an underhand bicep curl. And I'll get 5 rounds in a cat-cow spine. It's gonna look like this. I'm gonna inhale, chest up, chin up. And exhale around my spine. 1. Inhale, chest up, chin up. Exhale around the spine. 2. 3. More. And 5. I'm gonna take a little reset, kick my legs long, leave the bar on my shins, crack my toes, or just take a seat to fold. Move your neck around, move your shoulders around. I'm gonna do it again, this time with an overhand grip. Hands are far out on the edge, walk my heels in, bend my knees, rebar up my shoulder line. Yeah, 5 laps. Inhale, chest up, chin up. And exhale around the spine. 1. 5. Legs back long, bar on shins, reach for toes. Okay, I like to do this next one if I want to activate the shoulders, the grip, bring the heart rate up a little bit. I'm going to go into a row. I'm going to create a little bit more resistance and roll the bar in my palms so the bands wrap around bar. I'm going to reach out, sip air. Exhale, pull it into my lap. Reach out high for my toes. Lean back, pull it in my lap. 1. Inhales out. Exhales in. 2. 3. 4. 5. I'm going to roll the other way. Reach low through my legs. High for my shoulders. Down my lap. 1. Inhale out. Exhale in. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Unravel a little bit so there's less resistance. And then switch my hands to an overhand grip and then go back into that similar row. Lean back. Up high to the shoulders, out for the toes. Lean back. 1. 2. 3. More. 5. Reverse. Low. Shoulders, lap, down. 1.
and 5. Getting a little right into it. My boat pose, underhand grip, bicep curl, lean back, float my feet, and knees bent or legs straight, up to you. 10 seconds. Long legs, switch your hands, overhand grip, and back to boat, 10 seconds. Shoulder line, knees bent or legs straight. Again, I try to keep a separation between the feet. I'll make my way to my back here soon. Switching my hands, make sure I got enough yoga mat behind me. Taking a big bicep curl, a little arch to my back, and then I'll roll down one vertebra at a time. And rock your hips around, try to keep your heels rooted. And we have 5 little ab crunches where I'm going to keep my elbows in the earth, keeping that bicep curl where I roll up, look for my toes, and roll back down. 1. 4. 5. Yeah. Take butterfly pose on your back. Oops. Yoga mat, soles of the feet together. Leave the rebar on your hips. Stretch your arms out. And everything's about 10 seconds of recovery, or 10 seconds in a hold, or in a shape, and then we'll find 5 reps. So meet you back to a happy baby. Wide overhand grip. Reaching the bar behind you. I'm gonna scoot up a little bit so I stay in frame. Happy baby, reaching the bar back. Keep the knees bent. And I think it's nice to hover the bar off the floor a few inches. So right now the bands want to try to close my legs up. I'm going to try to keep a little separation between the knees and the feet and have the bands cross right to my midline. Okay, that was about 10 seconds. Then we'll find 5 reps. Knees and feet almost touch. Open back up. 1, 2, 5, I'm going to take around a bridge. The bands are going to try to close my shins and my feet up. Reaching the bar far back, back of the hands on the floor and hips for the sky. 10 seconds in bridge. 5 laps, lower spine, bridge back up. 1. Try to feel every little bit. That's what we're just doing. 5. Going for accuracy. 3, 4, 5. Active recovery. I'm going to take the bar to my shoulders. Take some windshield wipers. Take my knees left and right and left a few times. Might get a little lower back release. Okay, back on it. Overhand grip. My knees are going to be like in a cannonball. My knees are in, heels tucked in, bar back. 10 seconds. Yeah, 5 kicks. Legs up, keeping a gap through the feet. Tuck heels back in. 1, 2, 4. On 5, I'm keeping my legs up. 10 seconds. And my 5 laps here, taking the legs down to hover. And slowly taking my legs back up, keeping the gap through my feet. Just 5. 1. Steady down. Steady up. 2. 3. 4. Call call it 5.5. I'll leave my legs up. Switch your grip, underhand grip. And a good time to rest your arms, your wrists, fingers. Roll out your ankles, crack your toes, shake your legs out. Well, we're about halfway through on our back, so almost there. Back with a wide overhand grip. And go all the way out to a star, reaching the bar back, legs apart. And bands are far enough from my face where it's safe. 10 seconds. In my 5 laps, legs come together almost a touch. Right before they do, 4, 5. Next time they almost come together, ankle rotations. Earlier we did them in the sky. Now we're in a full body stretch. 5. Both ways. 5 ankle bumps. Active recovery, knees in. I'm gonna take butterfly pose. You can take windshield wipers, you can crack your knuckles. And getting a little more expansive, knees in, bar back. Into our 5 laps, pressing the legs out. Inhale them back in. Keep the gap between the knees and the feet. 2, 3, 4. For my next 5, I'm gonna get my knees and my arms going. Knees in, bar in. Legs out, bar out. 1. Keeping the separation between the knees and the feet. I can't emphasize that enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. Active recovery. 5. Here's one of my favorites, taking my legs through a frog kick. 5 laps, bent knees one way, 5 laps other way. I'm gonna do it with straight legs for 5 and reverse it for 5. Take your time, connect it to your breath. I'm in a full body stretch. Bars hovering off the floor, heels hovering off the floor. My first range of motion, inhale, bend my knees in. Exhale through a happy baby, through a star, and through. Feet don't touch. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, around and through. 2. Inhale, knees in. Kick through. 3, 4, 5. Other way. Open, bend, in, exhale. 1. Inhale, bend, in, exhale. 2. Inhale, bend, in, exhale. 3, 4, 5. Right into my straight legs. Inhale, legs up. Open up, around, down, and through. Inhale up. Exhale. My last 5 other way around. Wide down, low, up, almost a touch, straight down. 1. And don't let the feet touch. Keep a gap from 2, 3, 4, 5. Active recovery. Knees in, bar in. And roll out your ankles, wrists. All right, I feel it a lot in my wrists, having the bands crossed. It's even more resistance going across the midline and getting stretched further apart. There's a little more torque having to work with. Hence the bands are also tighter around the feet, around the arch, so I feel it there. Nice, so that's kind of moving things in unison. I'm gonna isolate a leg. Might be the trickiest part of this practice here on our back. Take my legs to the sky, shaking my left leg, left leg, left leg, left leg, shaking it, shaking it. Step it over the band. That was on my right foot. I'll do that again. So right now we're here. I'm gonna free up my left leg and take it on top. And I'll meet in a wind removal pose. So a lot of moving parts. Left knee bent into your rib, right heel into the earth, big reach through your arms, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5 marches. Left leg long, inhale back in. 2, 3. After my 5, my active recovery is going to be in a supine twist. Bring the rebar to your shoulders, over your shoulders. Left knee across your body, slide your bottom right hip underneath. And listen to your shoulders here. We just want to find a twist in the spine. If you want to add in, maybe pushing the bar overhead, or releasing the left leg out. Big rounds of breath, 10 seconds. 6, 4, 3. If you got the bar overhead, back to your shoulders, and back to your back. Round 2, left leg up. You can keep the bar here, or maybe pushing the bar overhead. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3. 5 laps, left leg up and down. 1, 2, 2, supine twists. If earlier you had a bent knee, you can keep it, or maybe another chance to try out kicking a leg out. 10 seconds. Okay, rolling onto our back. A lot of things going on here. Left foot, step it underneath. So we had it on top, step it underneath. Watch closely. I'm gonna make sure my grooves where the bands are inserted on the end cap, that groove, that opening is facing the floor. My bands are running parallel from each other right here. I'm gonna go reach it up and away from myself. This is clockwise, taking the bar up and around. That is my back and the yoga mat making that fart sound. All right, one time to the right gets us to neutral. One more time up and to the right. See how they do that? I'm trying to do it in slow motion. It's okay if the bands are crossed right here in the middle, that's all right. Most importantly, I'm now having to step my right foot over. I'm having to step my right foot over. I'm gonna do that again. Earlier we were here when we first started. Where I had to step my left foot over. If I bring the bar up and around myself to the right, clockwise, one time, I'm in a neutral setting. If I do it one more time, up and to the right, that's clockwise, I'm able to now shake my right foot to step over. Meet you in your wind removal pose. Right knee in, left leg long, bar back, 10 seconds. 5 marches. 1, inhale in, exhale out. 2, 3, 5, slow motion supine twist, knee in, bar in, top knee left. And maybe taking that bar back. Maybe your right leg gets kicked out, looking over your right shoulder. 10. Yeah, taking it back in on my back. Okay, you can start off maybe here with the bar at your shoulders, right leg straight up, or taking that bar back. 10 seconds. Right leg up and down, 5. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Another version of a supine twist, rebar shoulders, slide the bottom hip underneath. And give yourself grace. I've done this many times, so my body knows where it's going. Got a bottom left leg straight down the length of my mat. Feel a nice twist in my torso, my spine, looking over, to the right side of my body. Safely, mindfully coming back in, bar to my shoulders, sliding my hips square, taking my foot underneath, switching my hands up to my seat. That's that yoga mat again. Okay, y'all. So yeah, you might feel it in your wrist, having to hold on with the bands offering a little more torque. These bands are brand new green ones, so they were extra snug around my arch. But this could be done with socks on, with shoes on, whatever your preference. I prefer barefoot just so I can, feel a little more connected with the bands and, strengthen, the feeling in my feet. And yeah, prefer it that way. That's it.